welcome back to Foodie Friday. It is Sunday morning. It is a fairly decent day. Tomorrow it's supposed to be like 70 something. Today it's supposed to be 60 something. So the chickens are all popping around. We've got some battle scars. A little one decided to jump on my head today, so awesome. But I'm actually just going to make us some breakfast and show you what I'm making to kind of prep for the week. So on the list today, we're going to make a salad that can kind of last through the week as lunches, and then also banana bread that will, help attack that 2 o'clock slump. So for breakfast, we have waffles. I'm just going to make it on my little waffle stick maker. Very excited. This thing was like 20 bucks at Fred Meyer. I think I bought it at the old apartment when we lived like across the street from Fred Meyer, and we're going there all the time, and I decided that that was the best use of my money. So anyways, I think I've used the thing like 3, maybe 4 times, so I need to get in the habit of actually using the things that I have. So I'm going to make waffle sticks, and then we've got, I sent Chris across the way for some bacon, and I've got some fresh fruit to put on top, so it should be delicious. I'll show you guys when we're all done. Alright guys, so breakfast is all done. I'm going to go ahead and get started on some lunches. Last weekend when we were in Vegas, I got so behind. I didn't have anything prepared food-wise or outfit-wise, and every morning I feel it was just a scramble, and every night, because I didn't have that break between Vegas and coming back and getting the week going, I just felt like I was completely exhausted. So I'd come home and just go to sleep, pretty much. So I'm going to make sure that does not happen this week. Yesterday I made a giant batch of quinoa, so that's going to help with dinners this week. I also went and I got a bunch of chicken. We have some seafood for tonight, and then just some vegetables to kind of mix everything up. But for the most part, we really need to detox off of 1, everything we ate, and 2, everything we drank in Vegas. So let me just show you what I've already made for lunch. Okay, so I already have it portioned out, but in this, we've got quinoa, we have feta cheese, we've got a little squeeze of lemon juice, cucumber, and some red onion. Really simple, really delicious. It's going to keep me nice and full. It's very flavorful. I've got salt and pepper at work too, so I can just sprinkle that on. That's just one. So I have 4 little containers of that, and it's not just me. It's going to be Chris too who eats. So I'm going to make a second salad that I'll show you the steps of. If you guys watched my Foodie Friday, I think it was my very first one, I made a pasta with olives and feta, and it's very similar to that the quinoa salad is. So I'm going to make a corn salad now. So I'm going to put you actually on top of the fridge to see if you guys can see what I'm doing. So here we go. Okay, so the salad is going to be really easy, and what I like about this is you don't really have to measure a whole lot of anything else. So I have frozen corn. This is left over from, actually I think I made a salad that's similar like this for my friend AB's birthday party. So frozen corn. We have, this is just some cilantro. We've got the rest of the red onion that I didn't use for the quinoa salad I made yesterday. I have limes. And then I'm going to use a can, maybe 2 cans of black beans. Really just depends on how much I want to see. So I don't have a ton of onion, which is probably good for my coworkers. But it's going to, like, the amount of everything else I put in is going to depend a lot on how much red onion gets me. So I'm going to start chopping and get everything together, and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so again, because it dictates the rest of the salad and how much we put in here, I'm going to start with my red onion. Hopefully I don't cry. Thankfully this is an onion that's already been cut into. I find that when they're really, really fresh, that's when I cry the most. So I'm just going to dice this up. And I don't really care about like the looks that much. It's just going to be really, really flavorful and delicious. It's stinging in my eyes already. I've tried so many things, like they say like have a candle burning, or like make sure to soak your onion in water, or I've also heard like drinking from a straw or something, like things like that. Like I don't know what it is, but if you guys have tips on how to not ball your eyeballs out, that would be great. I was just telling Chris, I saw this thing on Amazon, and it's this like super heavy duty thing that you cut your onion in half, and then you put it on this thing and you like smush it down with this rubber part, and it just like completely dices your onion in seconds. The thing's like $150 though, so we'll see. We'll have to save up for that. But it would come in handy when working on projects like this. bread. I don't want this to be like the main part of the dish because that's going to make my breath smell awesome. And I do work with people that I care about, so let's not stink them out of the office. But I'm going to put in some corn, so I'm just going to slice this guy open. I'm going to move to the end of the counter, maybe you guys can see a little bit better. So I'm just going to put like a bunch of corn in. And then I'll give it a toss and see like how we're looking. And this is completely frozen corn. Got some really big chunks of onion. That's okay. I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of the bag in. Call that good. Alright, so I'm just going to give this a good toss. And what I like about this is like, I don't even like boil the corn or anything, it's just completely frozen, and then it's going to stay nice and, you know, cold for the day. So, next up I'm going to put my beans in. Okay, so I gave the beans a rinse as well, so I'm just going to go like this. Alright, so I'm going to add some cilantro and lime juice, salt and pepper, and that's it. I'm just going to pack this up. I'm probably going to do 2 really big containers and call that good for the week. And then as we use the little small guys with the quinoa salad, we'll just replace it with this and we'll be good. So that is that. Let's go on to my weekend baking project, which is going to be chocolate chip banana bread. Okay, on to banana bread. I have my oven preset for 350, and I have everything laid out. So I've got a butter, I've got an egg, I've got milk. This is actually coconut milk, chocolate chips because we are making chocolate chip banana bread, 3 squashed bananas, sugar, and then this is a mix of flour, salt, baking powder, and baking soda. So I have my butter in my KitchenAid. It looks like this. It looks like this. It's a little bit hard. I forgot to take butter out, so I'm just going to give that a second to kind of warm up. And then we're going to add the sugar. So it sounds okay. Let's go ahead and start adding. So sugar is going to go in. I'm actually going to make it in this guy right here. Alright, so that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and add our egg. We are actually down to our very last egg. We've got... the cupboards are bare. I don't know, the ladies seem to have slowed down. It's supposed to be their molting time, but not quite yet, so I don't know what they're doing. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and start adding the bananas in, so in it goes. This does not look very appetizing, but I promise you it's far more delicious than it looks right now. I'm going to go ahead and add my dry ingredients. I'm going to try and add this without making a giant mess. We'll see how I do. Alright, so that looks pretty well incorporated. I'm going to go ahead and add my milk. Again, this is coconut milk. Ooh. And then the best part, the chocolate chips. In they go. Last time I made this, I put a layer of chocolate chips on the very top, so it got this delicious, like, chocolatey top. Crust at the top. In this pan, I'm just going to put the chocolate chips on the bottom, call that good, and it's going to have a nice chocolatey, crusty bottom. Alright, so this is what it looks like. I have my little bundt pan on this big pan. I'm going to shove it in my oven, 350 degrees, for about an hour. Alright, so this is what our finished product looks like. As you can see, it's got a nice, beautiful layer of chocolate chips. And then, I'm hesitant to flip it out. It hasn't quite been that long. So, it's cooled off. Let's go ahead and dump this out. I'm kind of nervous because I don't know how it's going to go. But, it's kind of how the way life goes, right? Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Wow, look at that. Oh, it's so pretty. Kind of reminds me of, like, octopus tentacles. And you guys know how much I love octopi. Maybe we'll have banana bread for dinner tonight. So, anyways, that's it. I'm going to go put away some laundry. I'll see you guys. Okay, bye. Goodbye.